Twitter has an interesting campaign type called pre-roll views. What you do here is you launch a video ad campaign, and it's going to piggyback off some sort of big, credible brand. So to create this, hit Create Campaign, go to Advanced, and then Next, and select Pre-roll Views. You can call the campaign whatever you want. You can choose A/B testing, advanced, etc. Call the ad group whatever you want. You can set a budget, let's say $10 per day. Let's put the total budget as $1,000. Run indefinitely. And we can set the goal as either pre-roll views, 6-second pre-roll views, 3-second/100% pre-roll views, or 15-second pre-roll views. Now, personally, I'm not a big fan of optimizing for very short video views because in cases like that, why not just optimize and pay for impressions? So what I'm going to go with here is the longest option, 15 seconds. And I'm going to stick with auto bid. You can see that what I'm paying for here is pre-roll video start, frequency cap, automatically optimize ad frequency, or we could set a cap of, say, 7 impressions in 7 days. I would say impression cap's probably more important when you're working at a large company or in certain situations. For example, you are not running an impulse purchase campaign. In cases like that, you're going to want to go with a low impression, but higher impressions are going to be a bit more relevant if you're not a well-known brand or if you're selling an impulse purchase. Pacing, standard in this case, or accelerated if you really want to get some quick results, some quick test results. Demographics, you generally want to exclude children, depending on your case. In my case, I might even want to go starting at 21 up to, say, 49. Determine your language. Let's go with English. Can specify locations. I have the United States here. We could add in Canada. Devices, let's just check them all off in this case. Desktop is going to be more conservative if you want to go with that. Now, targeting is going to be very important. We can target on keywords, follower lookalikes, interests, movies and TV shows, events, conversation topics. Let's just go with conversation topics in this case and go with marketing as an interest. We have some retargeting options. We have optimized targeting, which I don't want to go with in this case. Now we have 2 options here that are specific in this type of campaign. We can target the publishers that are in standard categories or curated categories. So in standard categories, we have automotive, okay, irrelevant to me, comedy, irrelevant. Digital creators, going to be relevant. Entertainment, no. Financial and business news, yes, relevant. Food and drink, not relevant for me. Lifestyle, not relevant. News and current events, maybe, but let's be a bit conservative here and say no, because it's pretty broad, right? Who isn't going to follow news and current events? There's also a lot of that on Twitter, so I feel like it would skew a little too much towards that if I had it checked off, so I'm going to uncheck it. Science and education, let's keep that. Technology, let's keep that. Now I just selected 5 different categories there, but we also could have gone with this option, the curated categories section. And here we are able to see specific examples. So for example, under basketball, I can hit view publishers and I can see, okay, do any of these stand out? Celtics on NBC Sports, Chicago Bulls. Okay, we have some really nice, credible publishers there. So maybe we want to select that. Or esports, or parents, or millennials, or lifestyle. Winter holidays, health and wellness, men's culture and lifestyle, and lifestyle, soccer, US. For demo purposes, I'm just going to go with the standard categories and go with this option, digital creators. And if we hit the down arrow, we can see that this is 153 publishers. You can also choose to exclude certain publishers if we wish. Now down here for the videos that I'm promoting, and this is pre-roll, so these are video campaigns, I'm going to select 2 of them. So let's say this one, and then this one where I paid an actor to promote my product. And I want to add a call to action. It's actually optional, but I definitely want to have that. I'm going to say visit, and let's just put in a website here. Then we hit next. And we received a little warning here. So you see this little red icon with the exclamation mark. What it is you must select an IAB category that describes your brand. So you just go into here and select what category or industry you're in. For me, let's just say media and entertainment, and then hit next. Now that I've done that, I'm going to be able to launch the campaign. So what this does is it enables you to piggyback off brands that already have credibility to enhance the chances that people are actually going to watch your video or even just to pay attention to your ad in the first place. It also negates the need to go to publishers, go to influencers, ask for permission, negotiate a contract, and figure out some way of doing some sort of promotion through them. You can do it all through Twitter itself. I compare it to doing something somewhat like what they had earlier, which is the ability to target influencers' followers or the followers of lookalike followers of certain Twitter accounts. But in this case, you're actually leveraging the brand as part of the ad. Another thing that would be similar to this would be use something like lead enforce, where you're able to target influencers' followers. But what they've really done here, interestingly, with the pre-rolls campaign is they've allowed you to decouple the credibility of the brand from the targeting option. So you could see that when we created this campaign, we were actually able to specify targeting based around interests or keywords and didn't necessarily need to rely on targeting the profile's followers. Because one of the challenges with doing that, especially as you expand it to lookalikes, is that a lot of accounts are going to have fake followers. So you're really going to dilute who your target audience is. But if you're able to specify the targeting, then you can control for that, but still get the credibility of the brand promoting your video.